What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy, Tony Real the God. Welcome to Tony Real the God Chronicles. Here is my open. As you can see on the screen and on the news bar right there, you already know what the story is about. But y'all know how I like to do my opens. If you are in a situation with an officer and you do not agree with the commands or the tactical things that that's going on, or how they're proceeding with the proceedings, when they pull you over, that does not mean that you pretty much get aggressive or try to hurt the officers or the officers try to hurt you or anything like that. You are to cooperate and be cooperative throughout the entire proceeding. You may disagree with that, but if you are that type of person that feels like police officers can shouldn't have the privilege to do their jobs, then there will be consequences under the law. But if you are the person that will go ahead and let that police officer do their job and you will cooperate, then there won't be any consequences, but you may make it out of there safely. So don't antagonize, don't anger, do not do anything to cause the officer to retaliate against you to where you can possibly go to jail or lose your life. Be safe, be cooperative, get through things easily. Do not destroy your future or get your life taken over a simple procedure. Okay? You may not like it, you may not like the way the proceedings are going. Okay. But do not make a decision that can possibly affect the nature of your situation. Any open from you, Sauce?
No, that was perfect. I 100% agree with that.
DJ?
All I gotta say is just make sure when you get pulled over by any cop, guys, make sure you do what you gotta do to get out. Don't go get arguing with nothing with the cops. Just do what they tell you to do. It doesn't show you that you weak or nothing. It just shows that you're respectful.
All right. And also to add, if this will be a message to all of you that are listening to this open, and I will add this: if there are officers that are tyrants, okay, and you feel that they are breaking the law by the way they are handling the situation, do not re-deliver the aggression. Okay? Once you see that there is a problem, stay calm, stay focused, all right, and be positive because it's not going to go the way you think it will. There may be some provoking and there may be some misunderstanding, done that you may disagree with as well. Stay positive, people. Do not get yourself to the point to where something bad happens. Keep your situation as clear as fucking daytime. You hear? Okay? All right? But if there are officers out there that are being dicks, then you make sure that you file charges and make sure that you take that case to the full maximum extent of the law to have their goddamn badge for it because I don't like bad cops. I like good cops. Okay? So, welcome to the show. Glad you clicked on it. And we'll see you in a second.
Fuck your kill this beat, bitch.
What's good, everybody? This is your boy Tony Reed God. Welcome to Tony Reed God Chronicles. And we are back, me and the panel, for another review. All right. If you have not followed me on my platforms, please do. Up to you. Go ahead. And don't forget to subscribe to your boy Tony Real the God Chronicles, my YouTube channel. All right. And if you want to show your boy some love, hit me up on that Cash App. Cash tag Big Tony Main. Okay? All right. It's up to you. All right. If you don't want to give me $1, you ain't gotta give me $1. Okay? All right. So so back with the panel. All right. We got my boy above me, Sauce, and we got above him, DJ. All right. Introduce yourselves. Sauce.
What's up, y'all? I hope you know me by now. It's the Saws. That's all I got for you. Up to DJ.
DJ.
What's good, everybody? It's DJ and the Demon TV. We about to get lit up in here, guys, because this is a story I actually been wanting to see for a while, and I want Tony Rue to God, my boy over here, to actually break down for us.
Well, we all gonna do some breaking down
But
and
it's
giving our own
we
opinions.
go off on good
Breaking it
and
all
giving our
down.
opinions and stuff. So, guys, y'all get ready for the best ones you can get right now, because we about to break it down and we about to go down into this one.
Okay. All right. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, Sauce. Okay, so here we are. Here we are, people, at the moment you all been waiting for. Former police officer Kim Porter, was charged with, of course, murder to a Daunte Wright. Okay, so she had to resign from the force because of this young man's life being taken, because she couldn't tell her her gun from her taser.
See, accidents like
She
this,
couldn't
when it
tell
happens,
her gun from her taser.
It's a toss up.
Y'all know I'm about to go in.
you already
Okay.
know.
So anyway, we're we're gonna go ahead and watch this video of this incident. This is some body cam footage that was released from Officer Kim Porter's, well, former Officer Kim Potter. I'm sorry, Potter's. Camera that she wears, and we're gonna watch this footage, and we're going to see what went down and what went wrong. So hopefully this officer is mending what she has done behind bars, but obviously I'm pretty sure in this situation she feels that she made a mistake probably and wish she could take it back. Now her career is destroyed because of a bad decision. She should have made sure that taser was out, baby. I'm not gonna insult her. I damn near did. I'd stop. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into this video.
Also, everyone, viewer discretion advised.
Yeah.
You're gonna see something you might not want to see. So
Yeah. Thank you, Sauce, for helping me out on that, because I sure forgot to say viewer discretion advised. If you do, and one more thing, if there are any children in the room watching this video, please remove your children, because this video is graphic. Okay? If you do not want your children seeing this type of graphic content with this officer making the biggest mistake of her life, please remove all children. But if you don't give a damn and you want your kids to see the life for what it really looks like, then let them watch. Okay? It's up to you. You the parent. My kids not gonna look at this shit. I don't want them to see how getting shot looks, and then they be like, "We're gonna get shot." No, you're not. No, you just,
No, you're not.
Okay, so here we go with the video of former police officer Kim Porter, pretty much mistaking her handgun for her taser. And I think this is a possible traffic stop. So let's go ahead and watch. Thoughts, Sauce?
Man, I
Dang.
mean, so this video is kind of old. I mean, we're getting into the whole topic since we got other stuff coming up pretty quick here. But I've seen the video before. I've seen what happened. It's very unfortunate. Man, the one thing that I think personally, this whole situation could have been avoided if you didn't try and run from the police.
Okay.
Granted, I personally, I think it was a mistake. I genuinely think that she probably thought she had her taser out. But, I mean, that's for a jury to decide, not me.
All right. DJ?
I feel like that. Yeah, same thing was all said. This all could have been avoided if you did not struggle and tussle with them and stuff. And I honestly think that even though I know what the tasers look like, but I don't know what theirs specifically look like on their force. But if you think about it, you need to know which way you pull your stuff, though. I guess you needed to be trained more, basically, I would say.
I mean, we can clearly see in the paused image of this video, they're yelling.
Mhm.
You can see it on the other officer right there.
Oh yeah, well, you really messed up there.
So it's a bright yellow. I mean,
Kind of not hard to miss. So.
they were struggling.
Mhm.
You got adrenaline going. The other officers reaching over her. She probably wasn't looking down at her gun. She was probably looking at the suspect.
And if you before you say anything else, I'm sorry to cut you off, Sauce.
No, go ahead.
But this I have to say this. I would say that if she knew, because I'm
DJ.
pretty sure in the force they teach you how to.
Pause. Okay, so let me just. I'll let you continue in a second, but let me just say this real quick. Just make some grounds here. And this is for everybody that's even watching this video. If you're doing something like this, when someone is giving their thought or if they're saying something, give them time to finish. Let's not cut each other off. Give them time to finish, and when they have finished with their thought, then you may respond. Okay, so let's have respect. Okay, DJ. All right. So Sauce,
I apologize.
Go ahead and finish your statement, and then we'll go back up to DJ.
No, I don't think you cut me off. I think we were just having a
Reasonable back and forth.
little bit of a discourse there.
Okay.
I think we're for the most part on the same page here. Regardless of if she meant to do it or not, I'm not going to get into that currently. We'll probably get into that a little bit later. I don't fight with the police. Don't resist arrest. He was obviously under arrest, and then he tried to run. So that's all I have to say about it.
Okay, DJ, go ahead and finish your point.
Yeah, same thing. I basically feel like that if you did not try to tussle with them, it would have been a lot easier on you. I feel like if you respect them and tell them yes, do all it, not yes sir and all that, but just yes officer and stuff, you'll be just fine. I'm pretty sure, depending on what cop you got. Now, some cops can be buttholes and say, start arguing with you, but just don't argue back with them. Let them talk. That's what I feel like.
And I'm gonna add this, but that doesn't mean you gotta be a bitch, okay? And I'm gonna say this. The reason why I say that is because don't argue with them, but if they are saying things that they shouldn't be saying to you if you are cooperating. There's no reason for you to have to take that. Now, you can politely have a back and forth with them, even though it may not be as positive as it can be, but there still needs to be grounds for respect because you're an adult, they're an adult. We still should be able to work this out. You know what I mean? Even though I'm getting arrested, you ain't got to talk to me like that, officer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
something like
if
that.
but if the officer is just continuously being aggressive with their words, then at that point, just shut the fuck up. So,
Hmm.
what the hell you
And
doing?
before
So,
you finish,
what were you
Tony.
doing? Did you just throw a thumb up?
I said I was sorry. Sorry, I was trying to agree with you, and I'm on the stance of I'm sorry, be a bitch.
Well, I disagree
They
with
have
that. That's what
done.
Saul said. Y'all can take his
No,
advice or mine.
come on,
There you go.
no, come
Well,
on, come on.
hold on. I
So
agree.
Wait. Well, okay, this is what I mean. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I'm saying don't be a bitch. Let me just break that down a little bit. Okay, let me be more specific. What I mean by
Okay.
don't be a bitch, okay? Because me and Sauce tend to get a little bit of just literal. Uh, what I mean by that is, if the officer, okay, if you are cooperating with this officer, okay, and there are words that the officer is saying that are just too disrespectful, okay, you have to remember you still have civil rights and you're still protected under the First Amendment. So you can respond, but how you respond is pretty much is going to create the outcome of how that officer is going to respond back. You don't have to respond and go berserk and lose your damn
Okay.
brain cells. No. Respond as if, well, officer, why are you speaking to me that way? Is there any reason, or have I given you any reason to speak to me so insulting, so insulting like that? And if they be like, well, no, I can speak to you how I want to speak to you. What are you going to do about it? That is a tactic that they use to provoke you, to have a reason to, either whoop on your ass or try to say you're resisting. Like, they have their ways. So yeah, don't let them provoke you like that. You can ask your questions. You can defend yourself positively, okay? But don't make it to where it gets to a point to where they have to get lethal, okay? If you feel that it's not going anywhere, if you know that this conversation isn't going anywhere by you trying to correct that officer, then at that point, shut the fuck up and cooperate.
number five, everyone. Fifth Amendment. You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to
Yes.
say anything to them at all.
No, you don't.
Hey, I was
But
about to
it's
say
okay
something
if
with
you do. But see, look. I don't want to sit here and tell the people that they just shouldn't talk at all because sometimes the reason why I say that is because you have some people that their minds are not like everybody's. Some people feel like, okay, well, you know what, why is it going this far? You hear what I'm saying? And
I
sometimes
get
people want
that.
answers. But I put it to you like this here. If the cop talking like that, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to say nothing. You don't. You know what I'm saying? But if you choose to say something, like I said, just be calm and be positive. Okay, well, he ain't gonna tell me why he talking to me like that. He don't know why, probably. I'm not even gonna worry about why. Well, you know what? Screw it then. I'm just gonna report this officer, you know what I'm saying, for verbally abusing me when he or she was arresting me. I'm gonna report that shit. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And then that's when they're gonna be dealt with. Okay, why were you talking to them like that? What did they do for you to, you know what I'm saying, be so aggressive? Like, there are procedures, people, basically. There are procedures. All right. So
let me say something real quick
stop
before
being
you
a
finish.
fool. And, hold on. One more thing. In the video, I will say this. They came up there to that car for that young man, okay? And he had a warrant because I heard one of the officers said that he had a warrant. I think that was Kim, right? That was Miss Potter, right? Okay, so
Yep.
he had a warrant, and I disagree with what the young man did. Okay, I do completely because you were already cooperating when you got out, had your hands behind your back, you were being arrested, But then I guess you feel like it would have made you gangster. It would have made you tough. It would have made you
Well,
hard. It would have made you had a
hard.
reputation where I can just, screw this. I don't want to do it now. And look what happened. I guarantee, look, my condolences go out to the family, all right, and their friends and all that stuff for this young man's life being taken. But I'm sorry, but this young man was being foolish. I have to
So
be
you
honest
mean
about that.
what you're saying is Mr. Wright was wrong?
Yeah, he shouldn't have been trying to tussle with the police officers. He should
I'm
have
sorry,
just,
I was holding that one in for a while. I've kind of wanted to say that for a minute, and you just opened me up for it.
I'll have to say one thing. I was agreeing with Sauce with just be a beat because the fact is they have guns. You don't. They can shoot you legally if you do something. But at the same time, guys, just if like I didn't been stopped before because I was learning how to drive. I kept my hands on the steering wheel. I did not move my hands from that place. I did not reach for anything because so they had no right to even try to take me or even have to draw their weapons. If you keep your hands on the steering wheel on a traffic stop, guys, I promise you, they can't shoot you or do anything because they can't say you was reaching. Because your hands are verbally on the steering wheel or and if you're a passenger, keep your hands like this on the dash. And that's how you not get shot.
I'm glad you seem to think so. Because, first of all, a police officer is not obligated by law to be honest on their approach or what they say to you.
Yep.
A police officer can be approaching your vehicle. Okay? And I just want y'all to know this because a lot of y'all don't understand that you have some people, okay, that are police officers, you know what I'm saying, that they are police officers, yes, okay? But remember something. They are still flesh and blood. All right? They still have their own thoughts. Okay? Because you don't know how a police officer is feeling that day. They just might be feeling to come and do some fuck shit. Or the officer might feel like, you know what I'm saying? Or matter of fact, I'll turn that around. Maybe you feel like doing some fuck shit that day. You see what I'm saying? So we don't know how nobody feel. We can't read no one's emotions or mind. He or she could be approaching the vehicle and you know what I'm saying? Let's just say your hands are on the steering wheel. But let's just say they on the steering wheel, but that officer, before he even get there, he see your hands on the steering wheel, but act like they not. I've seen this shit happen, okay? In my city, I've seen this happen.
It does happen.
This man's hands was on his goddamn steering wheel, okay? And I'm glad that motherfucker got 35 years. He is no longer a cop here in my city. But I was right there. I was coming home from work. It was about maybe 8:00, and he pulled that man over, and I'm looking dead at his ass. They didn't even know I was across the other side. But I'm just speaking for an example that sometimes it's not always, you know what I'm saying, it's not always, you know what I'm saying, your fault, you know what I'm saying, for doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying, when they shoot you. If they shoot your fucking ass knowing that your hand on that steering wheel, they saw your hands up there, but maybe that police officer was looking for some entertainment, looking for some action. You don't know what's going on, and they don't know what's going on with you. That's why I'm saying have the more positive approach, people. Have the more positive approach. That's just what we have to do. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Oh my.
You know, so
Me being
have
my
the
stupid
better
self.
approach, because if you have the better approach, I guarantee you the officer, I mean, it's going to annoy the hell out of him or her because they looking for, you know, a victim, or they want to have some fun with you. But when you have the better approach, I guarantee you always win. So, but in the video, the young man, he shouldn't have been trying to tussle with the officers. He should have been cooperating. And I think that this officer hears that she mistakes a handgun. Yeah, okay, for a taser. But when I was playing the video that, you know, she took, you know, she still had kind of like time to, taser, you know, I mean, I just think, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, just from my point of view, you know what I'm saying, what I mean, panel, just from my point of view, I think that in the heat of all that, you know what I mean, because that other officer was already, you know, on him. But in the heat of all that,
Mm-hmm.
I just think, because sometimes people don't think when they're in the heat of stuff, you know what I mean, that let me know right then and there, because she didn't think to, you know, oh, what? You know, she didn't think to, you know, think fast, you know what I mean? She was nervous. She
Mm-hmm.
was scared because the situation got heated. You know what I'm saying? She's probably not used to being in those type of situations, no matter how long she's been on the force. Sometimes people never get over that. You know what I mean? But she didn't, and she held it there. Wasn't looking down, but she was looking to, you know. But you would think out of your peripheral vision that you would see what you're holding, even if you're looking straight at that person, aiming your weapon. That's all I'm saying.
Like I can look straight at y'all right now and I can still see my hands. Tell me I look straight at my wall. I can still see my hands.
Okay, so you guys want to, you know, do any of y'all want to, you know, analyze what you think about the video? You want to move on?
Oh man, I mean, just a little more analytical into it. I mean, I honestly, I think the heat of the moment got to her.
Yeah.
I don't think that she was ready for this situation. Um, I genuinely think that she thought that she had her taser. I think I said that earlier. You even hear her yell taser, taser, taser. Her partner is his arms are in the way. She could have shot her partner.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what was that wasn't her intention. That's not what she was trying to do. She was trying to tase him, and I think she just drew the incorrect weapon.
Well,
I mean,
well. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, DJ. Go ahead, man.
no, if you was gonna go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead. You know, I always
I was
tend,
gonna just
you know,
say,
but y'all know, you know, sometimes I tend to either go first or have somebody go first, and then I always come back with a rebuttal or another, you know. But go ahead, go ahead. Go
yeah, but
ahead.
I feel like that her adrenaline in that situation was pumping a little too hard to where she forget her
Adrenaline,
training and where
adrenaline.
adrenaline
Yeah,
that
there you
it
go.
was pumping way too hard to where she forgot that which way she supposed to pull her taser or which way she supposed to pull her gun, and she ended up pulling her gun and shooting the dude. That's what I just feel like but I at the same time she's I guess she wasn't ready for the situation. She thought the dude was gonna the young man was just gonna get up, put his hands behind his back, and cuff him, and then take him to jail. She didn't think that it was gonna go like that.
Well,
Yep.
it looks like to me it's just somebody that's just used to pulling that goddamn gun. You know, I mean that's what it looks like to me. You know, I mean, you know, she's probably used to pulling, you know, her lethal. You know, you know, if you
Mm-hmm.
ever, you know, what I'm saying, heard bounty hunters or
Use
police
it.
talk, sometimes they'll say, hey, I'm gonna go lethal or some shit like that, or they'll just say I'm pulling it, whatever. Anyway, so I think that she's just, you know, probably used to pulling no weapon, or, you know what I'm saying, or what DJ said, probably got it mixed up with which side her taser was on and thought it was a taser, or what Saul said, she could have pretty much possibly made an actual mistake, you know, or how I see it, I think she had time to switch, but didn't, and
Mm-hmm.
she made a mistake.
Oh shoot.
So, um, so I'm gonna tell you one thing before we move on. I'm gonna tell y'all now how the fucking justice, okay, how justice see it. I'm gonna take it there, Sauce. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take it there.
You're good. I got my headphones on. Keep talking. I'm gonna hear you through. I'll be right back while you're having this explanation.
Yeah, it's not gonna be long. It's not gonna be long. So, anyway, the way justice see this, the way the law enforcement or just, you know, law see this, the way it's seen by law. Okay, they're gonna see it to possibly be a mistake, but also they're going to see it to possibly being a careless mistake. Meaning, it could possibly be a mistake. She grabbed the wrong weapon, shot the young man, or it could possibly be a careless mistake, which means basically she made the mistake carelessly because she wasn't fully aware of which weapon to grab or where her weapon was or what weapon she grabbed. So, hopefully, the Justice Department or law sees it as being an actual mistake. But the way they see it these days, and the way that prosecutor is going to chew her ass up about it, they're not going to see any positive reaction to this. They're not going to see that. Especially if the judge see it, especially if you got an asshole judge. They're going to look at that as, oh, well, she pulled the wrong weapon. She's saying taser, but she still hasn't pulled her taser and she fired her weapon. So why is she saying taser if she hasn't put her lethal weapon back and pulled out her taser? I'm pretty sure she could have pulled it out fast enough or pulled it out, put the other weapon back and got the other. They're gonna break this shit down to the smallest molecule, okay? All right? The prosecutor is going to try everything they can to burn her ass to the ground, okay? Just letting y'all know this, all right? Yep. When they see that video, they're gonna be like, nah, she committed murder. Nah, I mean, because instantly they're gonna think that shit. Her story is, I thought it was my taser. And prosecutor's going to say, if she goes to the stand, she better not take her ass up there. The prosecutor's going to say, well, how you thought it was your taser? Why didn't you look down, ma'am? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do that? The prosecutor will eat her alive if she takes that stand. I'm just being honest with y'all. Okay? So, but I'll stop right there. Being a little long-winded, so let me stop. Let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. All right. Okay, so here we are, y'all. Right here. A veteran Minnesota cop who fatally shot black motorist Daunte Wright during a traffic stop resigned from the force Tuesday, calling her exit from the suburban Brooklyn Central Police Department in the best interest of the community. At least that's what she thought. So it says here, Kim Potter submitted her letter of resignation 2 days after her actions ended Wright's life and sparked widespread outrage and protests. You know what? Why come, and I'm just going to say it, why come we black and brown skinned folks always got to fucking protest? It's like we just the free niggers. We want to march. Stop marching. I think it's time we stop all the goddamn marching and start making some goddamn motherfucking court appearances. All right? We're going to march all day. What the hell is that? I guarantee when that moment is over, guess who's still going to be dead? This young man, Daunte Wright.
This young man, yep.
So why are you marching? Take that shit into the legal goddamn department and get that case going. Get that lawsuit going. Fuck all that marching. Let's get her ass where she need to be at. And look, y'all watch this video. You better not be throwing no race card, because if she was a black cop, I'd be talking about her ass too. All right?
Well, I was going to comment on the marching thing, and let's just be honest. 50% of the people out there that were marching for this were white. So,
regardless, I guarantee you the march was started by black and brown folk, and we just have some white people, of course, that was going to be out there with them because they care too. Look here, man. We're not going to look. What we're not going to do on this show.
We're not going to make this a race thing.
Let's just think. What we're not going to do on this show.
We could make it a race thing.
Like hell we
Yeah.
are.
Clearly.
So we're not gonna do that because none of us are racist on here. And if you know, don't none of y'all come on here in the comment section and be talking about, oh well, you're doing this about it. Look, you know where I was going with that. No, we're not gonna do that. Okay, whether she was white, black or brown, Mexican, Chinese, Japanese, European, Italian, bonjour, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I wouldn't give a damn. They
Bonjour.
ass would get chewed out. Okay, people? Chewed out until there was nothing left. Okay? So, any thoughts on that part, Sauce?
Nope. Not
All
gonna
right.
not gonna bring in a new race thing.
Yeah. Well, let me continue this little paragraph here. Okay, so it says here, her boss, Brooklyn Center Police Department Chief Tim Gannon, also stepped down Tuesday in an abrupt decision that Mayor Mike Elliott hailed as a sign the Minneapolis suburb was turning over a new leaf. Now, why the hell did the chief fucking resign? All because of what her mistake was.
Right?
But,
What is that?
huh?
Just nonsense.
Yeah, that is.
Just nonsense.
That is, yeah. So basically, Chief Tim Gannon, the force is turning over a new leaf, all because of this woman's mistake, this ex-cop's mistake. So basically, that means resign, brother, step down. That was your decision. All because you didn't want to be the face of embarrassment of one of your officers making a mistake that fucked you up. And you didn't want to clean it up. You fucking lazy bum. So
Yeah.
I think it was a forced fourth
I was
resigning.
Gonna get to that. No, I was going to get to that.
Yeah.
I was going to get to that. Yeah,
Okay.
as I was saying, you lazy bum. But of course, we all know that the resignation probably more than likely was probably forced on you. It's okay. Well, you should have been more responsible. Okay? All right, Tim Gannon. You should have been more responsible, Chief. Okay. So, right here, y'all, let's go ahead and read on to this. Wright's parents challenged Gannon's claim that Potter mistook her gun for her taser when she pumped a single bullet into their unarmed son's chest Sunday. Of course, his folks are going to see that, are going to look at it that way, because you want to know why, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay.
I hope we have the same opinion here.
They do.
I can't. Sauce to get on my.
Oh, you.
Anyway, so the reason why that his folks would feel that way is because they're looking, okay? This is how they're looking at this. They're looking at this like so many officers have slain young black brothers or black men or black women or black people, period, that they can't see it no other way, because why? That is what has been put in their mind to believe. She knew it was her gun. She didn't care. She just wanted to kill another black man. See, it's always the same damn story. Because, hey, black and brown folks, and I'm talking about my people, what if it was truly a mistake? You ever thought about that? No, you haven't. Because you're thinking that every goddamn cop means to kill us. And they don't. So,
Could I say something real quick, Tony?
go ahead, DJ.
They basically trying to make every single case a George Floyd case, basically. I'm just going, even though I'm.
But that shit
I'm
was going on long before George Floyd. Now, I'm not even going to base it off that. Sauce?
Yeah, but
Yeah, no. So, I mean, looking just even that statement right there. Wright's parents challenged Gannon's claim that Potter mistook her gun for a taser when she pumped a single bullet into their unarmed son's chest. So a single bullet. So I know in cops training, you fire your weapon until the threat is dismissed. Now, for me, that means she truly thought it was her taser, because I don't know if anybody out here knows what a taser does, but you pull the trigger one time and the barbs shoot out, go into your target, and you hold the trigger down so the tase happens. And then in order to tase the person a second time, you need to discharge the front of the taser, and then you can use it as a manual manual taser where you have to actually put it against their flesh and then pull the trigger, which will tase, or put a new cartridge in so you can discharge another set of taser. So me seeing that she fired a single bullet, she probably pulled the trigger, held it down, heard bang, and was like, oh no. And like she said in the video, I just shot him. So, I don't think she knew that she actually was trying to shoot him.
So what we can say here is basically that she was pretty much in the range how they usually use a taser when they get close enough to fire it to buzz your ass out, but she wasn't in the in a firing range to actually shoot you to take.
Well, technically, can I say something? I'll let you know.
Well, no, go ahead. Wait. Hold on a second, DJ. Let Sauce respond to what I was saying. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was going to say, so yes, she was in the range where she could have just tased him by putting it up against him. But tasers, when you pull them out, you already have a cartridge in. It's just so they don't have to, if they're chasing someone, pull their taser out, get a cartridge, put the cartridge in, aim at them, fire the taser. So it already had a cartridge in it. So she was she in range where she could have just done a dry tase?
Yeah.
I believe that's the term. I don't know. I'm not a taser expert.
Basically, like,
put it against him. He wasn't done.
Yeah, so I'm not a taser expert on it, but they already have a cartridge in it. So I'm assuming she thought that it was going to discharge the probes. The probes were going to enter the suspect, Mr. Wright, and then she was going to hold down the trigger and just tase him to get him to stop. And from just that one sentence right there, a single bullet, I believe that was her intention. She thought she was tasing.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Have you done? I'll say the same thing because simple fact is, in police training, I didn't watch a lot of police training videos. They're made to shoot multiple times until their suspect is fully down. So that's how you know that she actually thought that was her taser, because she shot one bullet. She didn't shoot multiple times, because that's how you knew. If she would have shot multiple times, then yeah, she tried to shoot him. She knew that it was her gun. She didn't know it was her gun because the simple fact is she hold the trigger and it just shot once, and so she thought, oh, she shot him. So that's how we will debunk that as her trying to shoot him for no reason.
No, we're not going to debunk that because, see, you have to see, okay, first of all, see, this is the reason why I brought up how the prosecutor, possibly how the judge will see this. So we can't just debunk that, okay? All right, but this is how I see it. I think that she should have been more observant, okay, in her actions. Even though it was in the middle of the heat of it, she might have not been thinking fast enough, just trying to just get it done and get it over with. But I think that from her training as an officer, she should have been more observant on what weapon she pulled. Okay, that's what I think. I'm not saying that she purposely shot him. I'm disclaiming I did not say that. Okay, so don't take what I'm saying as I'm saying, oh, you trying to say she shot? No, I'm just saying she should have been more observant because of the type of training that officers get. They're trained to be observant as well. Okay, so she just should have been more observant. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I don't, what I'm saying. So, and I also put this on here. I don't kind of think, what I'm saying, she didn't know. Okay. I kind of think she did, kind of think she don't. I'm just going to say it like that because I'm really not just sure, what I'm saying, about the situation because I've actually seen police officers act out like they didn't know and they shot somebody. So it's not going to be easy with me. I'm sorry. Okay, so
Hmm.
so regardless of what you're talking, what you say. Well, no, I think she was sincere. Well, I don't know that. I've seen too much for these cops shooting motherfuckers for no reason. Be hollering about, oh, I thought I had a taser. No, you didn't, motherfucker. No.
And then, can I say something real quick? Sometimes they got to be close enough because if they have like a jacket on, it can make the punk just stick to the jacket and not their flesh. Sometimes.
Okay,
Well, I'm just gonna say that. Let y'all know.
okay,
Let you know that because
okay.
sometimes they gotta be
So,
close.
uh, gotcha, DJ. Okay, so right here it says we're gonna continue right here. It says here, um, so this is pretty much what the mother stated. I lost my son. He's never coming back. I can't accept that. A mistake? That doesn't even sound right. Of course, they're going to take it like that.
Of course, you would say that.
This is the father. I thought that was the mother. So this is the father. Dad, his name is Aubrey Wright. So he said this to Good Morning America. This was his statement to Good Morning America. He doesn't feel like, saying that looks or sound right, basically, because of what was reported on the officer stating that she did not, know it, saying that was her gun. She thought it was her taser. She couldn't tell it apart, which means she wasn't being observant, of her actions. Like when you take action as a police officer, you have to be observant. Okay, I know it can be just so heated and so hard to the point to where, oh, I did this, I made a mistake. But see, that's the purpose of being trained. Everything that you are trained to do and learn as an officer, you must apply it to the field. Okay? Okay?
Hmm.
Regardless of the situation, you have to apply it to the field. All right? If you make a mistake, just know that you will be penalized for that. All right? So let's continue. So this is the ex officer, Miss Kim Potter. This is her mugshot.
I don't think that's
Yeah,
a
I
mug.
I don't think that's her mugshot.
There's a mugshot. I
Not
doubt that.
mugshot, but shit, picture, whatever.
A
Mugshot, picture,
picture.
whatever. Okay, whatever. Uh, so let's keep going. We'll just take it as a goddamn mug because I'm pretty sure on the next one. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we got a little bit more for y'all after this review on this one here. But anyway, so right here it says Wright was stopped by police early Sunday afternoon due to expired registration tags. Wow, like I said from the beginning, traffic stop. So that's what ex-chief Tim Gannon stated, and it says here in a brief clip of Potter's body cam video released to the public, a fellow officer is seen trying to handcuff Wright after the traffic stop turned up a warrant for his arrest related to a misdemeanor gun charge. Now, most misdemeanors get dismissed. Okay?
Hmm.
So if this was just a misdemeanor gun charge, that means he probably, I say,
Did
he
go to
wouldn't have
court.
did no more than probably maybe 3 months.
Uh,
Depending on what judge he might have gotten, because you got some judges that
mm,
are assholes. Okay,
mhm.
I'm just speaking realistic at this point. But anyway, but yeah, he probably wouldn't have got that much time. It was a misdemeanor charge. Most of those get thrown out. You know what I mean? So I mean, you just
Uh-huh.
have some young men like him. They just tend to, don't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to do it. You know what I mean? And that's this young man. He just wasn't thinking, man. That young man would still be with us, man, if he would have just chilled out, man. Just chilled out.
Uh-huh.
Thoughts, Sauce.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, just you know what? You made a mistake in the past. It happened. You just gotta live with the shit that you've done and own up to it.
Yeah.
Mm.
DJ.
I, I feel like yeah, same thing. Live up to it, and you made the mistake, but a gun charge and it's a misdemeanor. I wouldn't run for no misdemeanor. I'd just be like, okay, let me put my hip on my back. So go ahead and take me because I know I got a gun charge for a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor, so I just gonna get it. Non-tenant's gonna get it dropped. Gonna get dismissed and stuff.
But you know what else? But you know what though? DJ and Sauce, I've noticed. And this is what I've noticed about young folks getting into this situation. You have very, very idiotic people that will fill these young men heads up about shit. Oh man, you get that gun charge, you gonna take a ride. You know what I mean? Like, don't fill their head up like that because he probably was thinking, oh man, I got that gun charge. I gotta, he got nervous too. You know what I'm saying? He thought about it when he was getting arrested, but then he was like, nah, fuck that. So I'm gonna say the fact, don't put these types of things in these young men's head. Like me and Sauce and said on one of the videos we did along with DJ. When we did a video reaction to police officers getting owned, and we was like, if there's a case that you have as far as a misdemeanor, then why the hell are you running? Like, because that's
Why are you running?
they're not.
Why are you running?
It's a misdemeanor. Pretty much more than like what's gonna happen, the judge give you a slap on the fucking hand and say, hey, look here, do 3 months for me or do 6 months for me and you're free to go. Okay?
You know
All right?
something about crazy
You know
about
what I mean?
misdemeanors? They don't even go on your record.
Yeah, but
Misdemeanors don't go on your record.
right. I mean, but well, shit. Sometimes I've actually talked to
Sometimes.
people where people got it on their
I'm-
record.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, they do.
Sometimes, some of them do, depending on what it is.
Yeah. Maybe they got it expunged. I guess I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it is what
Well,
it is.
I'm at. I guess it's in certain states. I guess probably they go on your record.
Maybe. So right here it says here in the video, Potter is seen aiming her gun at Wright and shouting, "Taser, taser, taser," as Wright tries to get back into his vehicle. She then fires once and says, "Shit!" Yeah, of course. I just shot him. So pretty much, she acknowledged the fact right then and there that she shot him. She pretty much observed what she had done too late. Okay, so this is pretty much where her mistake happens. All right.
Yeah, you also don't know if that says shit or slut. We're not sure. It's bleeped out, so we don't know. She could have said slut. I just got him. We don't know.
Okay.
I'm done with you.
Sauce
know
is
that,
something
right?
else, man. He's something else. Man.
I know we try and be serious in these. I know Tony likes to be serious in these. I gotta get my humor in there when I can.
Yeah, get it in, Sauce. Get it in.
Even though this is no laughing matter,
yeah.
I just want to say it's not a laughing matter. There's a person who is deceased now.
Right.
But yeah, so I apologize for getting that in.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. So right here it says Wright was pronounced dead after crashing his vehicle several blocks away. So that's pretty much what Daunte's mother told GMA, that her son was afraid of police. So, and you know what? I want to see. I want to touch on that just a little bit. So she told GMA, and if y'all don't know what I mean, Good Morning America, that her son was afraid of police. All right. Now we can pretty much say we don't know if he ever told her that. That's just what she's stating. But if he was afraid of police, if he was, you know what I'm saying, then why cause this incident, young brother? You know, I mean, I don't understand. Okay, because if I'm afraid of something, I'm not going to antagonize it. But
Exactly.
But this young man obviously had other plans, had other ways to express his fear. And I can admit police officers can be intimidating. Okay? especially when there's so damn many of them coming up to your damn car. That's intimidating. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? People get
There were three.
nervous.
There
That's
were three.
scary.
There
Huh?
were three in the video.
Yeah. Yes,
It
they
was only
were.
three of them. I mean, I wouldn't be scared. I'd be more like, what did I do wrong? I wouldn't be scared. As scared as he was to where he had to run, I would have been like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm just gonna ask, why is so many of
Well, he
y'all?
got pulled over because you know what I'm saying he had expired tags. I mean, you driving.
Oh,
I mean, you pretty much riding hot. Why you driving with expired
I'm not.
registration tags? Like, what is wrong with you?
Oh, on top of that, they pulled his tags probably
Hmm.
before they even came up to the vehicle, and they were like, "Oh, he's got a misdemeanor for the at least the vehicle was registered to someone who had a misdemeanor for a gun charge."
Hmm.
So there's probably another officer in the area, and they're like, "Hey, come by just in case.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen."
And usually,
So,
when you got a warrant, don't matter what kind of warrant it is, they stay behind their doors of their cars and aim their guns at you and say, "Tell you to get out the car themselves." But I guess these officers decided to be nice and not do that to him and just walk up to him.
yeah,
Hmm. And
Because
you
I've
know,
seen a lot of officers cold five people. I call
right.
it a cold five. They just aim their guns, open their doors, and aim their guns at you.
Yeah, but I think
Shit.
the young man. I think the young man got startled. He got scared. He did. He got scared
Hmm.
because like I said, it can be intimidating, and he probably felt intimidated because so many officers were approaching the vehicle, or well, two of them were already at the vehicle, and then he looks around, and then he ended up seeing a third one coming up. So he got scared. He didn't want to become a statistic.
Hmm.
But I see where she probably could have saved her career because as the officer that already had him, like he already had the boy, man. He had already
And
had him.
that's a
He had
whole
got out the car.
man.
I know, but he had got
He
out.
will,
He had got out the car,
he will,
had the young man already, and was arresting him. Okay, she could have just kind of like just stopped at a say at a certain distance and let the officer
hmm
continue to arrest him because I just think that if she would have just stopped at a distance because you got some cops that just they act kind of macho, you know what I'm saying? And I think if she would have just kind of like just been a little bit more observant of his behavior and how he was reacting, she could have been like, okay, hold on, he looked like he a little scared. Let me just stop right here so I won't startle him. You know what I'm saying? But she continued to approach. See, this is what I mean by how some officers they don't be giving a fuck. You know what I'm saying about how it makes that civilian feeling on how you are approaching. Like he already tripping out, but he got out the car peacefully, turned around, put his hand behind his back. The other police officer about to arrest him, and then she comes and approaching. So he like, oh shit, why another one coming? You know what I mean? Like he's startled. He nervous. You know what I mean? And
yeah, if she
then
would have stayed where she was, none of that could have been avoided. And she would have still had her job.
yeah, I just think she should have just kind of like stayed at a distance. You know what I mean, Sauce? I just think she could have just
Hmm.
like been more observant once again. Like okay, you see that he cracking up. Like just hold on a second, stay at a
yeah,
certain
I don't know.
distance.
They're trained when you're placing someone under arrest
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you have multiple officers go up, so they hopefully don't get away if they try and run.
Hmm.
And you can see her in the video; she's reaching in to try and also get a hold of him, and that's when the other officer who was trying to place him under arrest kind of loosened up a little bit, and then that's when he wiggled free and tried to run.
Yeah.
Well, I seen also what I seen was when he was cuffing him, about to cuff him. He kind of like he said something about "don't do that," and then that's when the lady came, the other officer, the former officer came up, and that's when the other officer's like, "Okay, I'm gonna try to." And as soon before he can get the first cuff off, he jerks off and try to get back in his car.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So let's continue. So it says here, y'all. His death came less than a year after police in nearby Minneapolis placed George Floyd in handcuffs and then pushed him face down on the pavement until he stopped breathing. Let me throw some up real quick. Stop using my
Mm.
people. Stop using. Okay, and I know this is a, what I'm saying, a report or whatever you want to fucking call it. Stop using the George Floyd incident to to put it against these officers as if, oh, they didn't kill the child like George Floyd. This shit was going on long before George Floyd ass fucking got killed, okay? So let's stop using this as a reason to make it seem like every officer is using this as a reason to kill your children or you. Let's stop that shit, okay? Because this shit was going on long before George Floyd came into the fucking picture, okay? All right? Now, when George Floyd happened, that was the biggest goddamn protest and march I ever fucking seen. The biggest. We've had people that have been, that have been humiliated, civil rights violated, way more worse than George Floyd, and you motherfuckers didn't have a big ass fucking march and protest for them. So what makes this incident any different? Let's stop using what happened to George Floyd to have a reason to penalize these officers, okay? Let's be right about
Because
this now. Let's not do that, okay? Now, I'm not saying
that
this to hurt any of the black and brown community's feelings, but I'm just being honest. Let's stop using what has been going on with us as a reason, okay? Yeah, I mean, I hear George Floyd all the fucking time, okay? And I'm still not sure about what happened in that fucking case. So many videos, so many angles, so many distorted fucking images. It's strange, okay? But this has been going on a lot. What about what happened to all the other young black men and the other young black women when they were killed pretty much worse than George Floyd? Where are their marches? Where are their protests? And when you do have a march and protest, it's not that big. This guy had an entire, you know what? Let's continue.
before we start this, I gotta say one more thing about
With
that.
all due respect, black and brown community, I love y'all. I'm just being honest, okay? So don't hate me for that, all
Yeah,
right? I'm just being
we're not
honest.
we're not saying that y'all are bad people for marching, but at the same time, this been going on for a long time before that even happened. But y'all gotta understand that some of us think that y'all just uses certain people to do it for. What about what happened to everybody else that this happened to? What they like Tony said, where they marches at? Y'all didn't do that when they was doing it, so why you doing it with these people now?
A lot of y'all will probably
Because
say,
these rights have been on.
a lot of y'all will probably say, oh, we did. No, not as big as Floyd's. Not as big as
Mm-mm.
his.
Yeah, let's not get onto the political agendas of people.
And then I gotta
No,
say
I
one more
know.
thing.
I
Y'all are
touch.
getting
No,
these people
hold on one
killed.
second. I touch on it politically like that because of what
I
I
get it.
see and what I
No,
know.
I get it.
Okay, so I gotta touch it like that because a lot of our black and brown, folks, we tend to always pick a certain situation or narrative and just use it till it dries the fuck out. Like, stop doing that. It's happening to all of us, okay, y'all? Let's celebrate all of us. Let's use all of us what's been happening. Let's use everything that's been happening to us. You
Yeah.
know what makes his incident bigger than the rest of them? That's all I'm saying. So
Yeah.
so let's
Yeah.
If don't nobody, I don't want no. I don't want to. I'm gonna go through these comments on this video. I don't want to see nobody saying, "Well, he died a certain way, so we march for this." I'm like, no, don't do that, because it's people that been died worse by police than him. They
Yep,
just being laid
absolutely.
on the ground with a knee on his neck. That
yep.
meant people been died shot in the head by a police officer, and you telling me that ain't worse than him? He could have survived. Some people can't survive from getting shot in the head most of the time. You don't survive from getting shot in the head.
And with
So
all due
don't I
respect,
don't want to see that.
and with all due respect, again, hey, my condolences still go out to George Floyd's family and friends. But this panel is based on honesty and what I'm saying, and just being passionate about what's being discussed. So don't take any of our commentary or our review or what we're
Personal.
saying to be personal attacks. I want to put that disclaimer
No.
out there because I know how y'all are. Okay, so let's continue.
Let's finish.
Fired
Can start getting up.
fired officer Derek Chauvin, who is seen on graphic bystander video kneeling on Floyd's neck as the black man repeatedly begged for air and called out for his dead mother, is on trial in Minneapolis for second degree murder in the case. Yeah, I seen that trial. He's he got, I think, what life or 35 or something like that, 45 years, something like that.
It was a long time.
Yeah, it was a long time. And it says here in 2016, in the nearby suburb of Falcon Heights, police fatally shot black motorist Philando Castile Castile, whatever, during what also starts as a routine traffic stop. The Minnesota public school employee was killed after he tried to explain he had a valid concealed carry permit for his weapon in the car. Elliott said Tuesday he appreciated Potter's resignation and believed Gannon's exit also sent a positive signal to the community. Now, I want to say this here. I've heard certain cases where people are still being gunned down even when they prove to the officers that they have a permit to carry their concealed weapons. I think officers that have been involved in that should be ashamed of themselves and should resign or be fired. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, this is not the profession for you. Okay? You are a trigger happy piece of shit, and you need to step down, sit down, go around and around and around until you hit your fucking face on the concrete and slide yourself back into the motherfucking job location section. Okay?
Yeah, before you say anything like that, I want to say that just because you have a permit doesn't mean you get to shoot it at aim it or nothing at police either. Okay, guys, we're not saying that it's okay. It's okay to have a permit. That's the legal way to carry a
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah, don't
But
think
just
you
don't be aiming it everywhere, thinking that they not gonna shoot you because they will,
any thoughts,
especially if you
Sauce?
aiming at them.
Yeah. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I don't really know what happened to Philando Castile. I'm not really
Well, no,
privy to what happened, but
as far as no, what happened to him is he was killed.
yeah, I don't know anything what happened in that. So I don't know if
Right.
whether he was trying to disarm himself, which every person that has a concealed carry knows that you never disarm yourself. You you tell the officers you have a concealed carry. They ask you to step out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
You step out. They remove the weapon from you, and then everything goes as planned. I don't know what happened in this situation.
You get back in
I
your
don't-
car, sit down.
Well, no, that you do what the officers ask you to do.
Well, it says the Minnesota public school employee was killed after he tried to explain he had a valid concealed carry permit. But
Yeah, so like I'm saying,
no. Like you said that we don't know exactly how that situation turned out. Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
So I don't know if he was trying to take it off himself,
Right.
or if they were trying to remove it, or he just did he just say that and they shot him for it? I don't know.
Right.
We don't know that,
Okay.
so we can't speak on something that we don't know.
So I will say that I do know that if you do have a valid concealed carry and you are concealed carrying, you are obligated at the moment the officer makes contact with you. Hands up. I have a concealed carry permit. I have my firearm on me.
Yeah.
What would you like me to do?
Mhm.
And then they explain to you what to do, and you
do it.
you've seen videos of it. You do exactly what they say. There's zero issues. So I don't know
And
what
then
happened in this scenario. So I don't
People
want to
get
comment on it
scared
other than that.
I can say
Okay,
that
fair
people get
enough.
a lot of people get
Fair enough.
scared that because they have a gun, just because they have a gun on them, and they knowing that they have a security service, they're gonna get shot. So, but no, as long as you don't reach for it, you good.
Fair enough,
That's,
Sauce and DJ. So this is the picture of the young man whose life was taken. You know, and it pretty much says accidentally. The cop who fatally shot Daunte Wright accidentally fired gun instead of taser. Police chief says mayor calls for cops dismissal. So they're looking at this. Well, media is looking at this as a form of an accident. Once again, I hope that this young man, Daunte Wright, his family is grieving in peace. I hope they get the justice that they deserve, and hopefully, this ex officer has learned her lesson about not being more observant in a heated situation. Um, so, uh, so, uh, so we're gonna continue here. So it says here that we have to make sure that justice is served, justice is done. Dante Wright deserved that. His family deserves that. And it says here we want to send the message to the community that we're taking the situation very seriously. Although things did not unfold the way we thought ultimately they should unfold, we're hoping that we're turning over a new leaf now. Okay. It says here we're going to develop an approach that is community based, that is based on working with the very strong voices in our communities. Okay, so for a second right there. Okay, and you know what? That's good. That's good that they're going to try to develop a better and and a new approach. You know what I'm saying? But from what I've witnessed and from what I witnessed and from what I had experienced and over time, it really doesn't matter the approach because people are going to respond the way they want, even if the approach is respectful and peaceful. And that's what I'm tired of seeing people fucking do. Stop doing that shit. Stop, man. Like everything has to be a fucking ignorant. Why are you stopping me? What the hell? What did I do that? I ain't do that. Really? Really? That officer.
is that necessary?
Hold on a second. I'm gonna do this. Now I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do this shit because I think that y'all need to see why you shouldn't react the way you do. Okay, the officer, of course, is gonna do as he or she is trained to do. So I'm gonna play this out real quick. I'm gonna play this out. Yeah, watch this. You getting pulled over, right? You pulled over. Here's the officer. They coming like this. Of course, they got their hand here on their hip because they gotta stay prepared. They tilt down into your window. How you doing today, sir? Yeah, I'm gonna need your license registration. You was kind of speeding back there. Or you got a broken headlight back there. I just want to, pull you over and stop and just let you know, you know what I mean? Don't mean to bother you. And this is what y'all do. Even after the police officer shows you respect and approach you with respect, leaving you your fucking dignity, this is what you do. Oh, what you stop me for? I ain't do that, man. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all be tripping, man. Oh, bitch ass cop. What? What I do that? See, what you stop me for? Well, I was just telling you, sir, that she had a broken tail light. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
come
how
on.
they say they.
Come
I
on.
was just telling you.
Like, people, what is wrong with you? Why do you want to fight? And you wonder why they be all geared the fuck up, ready to fuck us up out here. Everybody, all goddamn races. You wonder why. Look at your attitude. You gotta change you, man. They gotta change too, but they've become aggressive like that is because of their experience on the street. and you just got some that come into the job aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And look how they act on the street. Because they feel like they got something to prove. Or they feel like, y'all finna go to work today. I'm gonna bust somebody's ass today with a ticket. And I wish they would get all that. You got some people that become cops for the wrong reasons, man. But the good cops, why are they getting disrespected, man? Why? I've seen good cops. I'm being long with it again. I'm sorry. Sauce.
Nah, man. Yeah, I mean, you're 100% correct. I mean, in my many years of being on this earth and driving, I've been pulled over many a times. Generally, the times that I've been pulled over and I've been an asshole because I was just having a bad day. Yeah. That's why I was speeding in the first place. You pulled me over. It was obviously my fault, and I am upset and angry with them. I'm getting a fucking ticket at least.
Right.
Now, if you're cordial with them and they walk over, how you doing today, sir? You're like, you know what? Not having a very good day. If you know what you were doing wrong in the first place, and you're like, I know I was speeding. I really apologize. What can I do for you? And then they'd ask you for all of your stuff, license, insurance, proof,
give it to them,
registration. Give it to them. Be polite.
Yeah.
They go back. Sometimes they come back and they go, you know what? Looks like you're a pretty good person. You haven't really done many bad stuff in the past. I'm gonna let you go with the warning today.
Straight up.
I mean, a lot of people might comment and they'll be like, well, that happens to you because you're white. You know what? Yeah. Maybe. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I've never been in anybody else's shoes before, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not black, I'm not brown, I'm not Mexican, I'm not Asian. I don't know how they treat anybody else other than the way that I've been treated by police. And generally speaking, if you're cordial and polite to them, they're usually going to be cordial and polite back to you.
That's right. Yeah, I gotta say so too. Straight. I had pulled over and I got multiple warnings before. Because simple fact is I was right. I'm black. I'm African American. I'm brown. I'm light skinned.
You said you got multiple warnings?
So, I got multiple. I have gotten warnings before.
How many
multiple
times you been driving behind the wheel underage without a permit or
a
license?
A few times.
You said multiple mean too damn many.
Yeah, because too many. I got too many warnings because he's like, and then one time we got pulled over.
Your ass behind the wheel. Stay your ass at home.
No, what? Some of them was for like minor things. Like one time when our tail lights was out, he said, "Hey, your tail light out. You know that, right?" And then he's like, "Oh, you teach your son how to drive?" He's like, "Okay, well, mom, can I get your license registration and stuff?" And then my mom gave him her stuff. And then he went back. He said, "Okay, let me let y'all guys out with a warning because obviously you're trying to teach your son how to drive and stuff. So I'm gonna let y'all out with a warning because it's obviously if you didn't know and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go." And then we even got pulled over again one time before. I was just because she was teaching me how to park, and I like on the line and stuff and the police the police was out there and he was like, "Hey, y'all, I know y'all on the lines and stuff, right?" And he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we sorry." He's like, "Can I get y'all stuff quick before so I can know who I'm talking to and stuff?" He's like, "Yeah." We told him our names and stuff. And she said, "What you teaching your son how to parallel park and stuff?" He said, and then he told me, "Hey man, that's not how you park, man. You gotta park in between the lines, not on the lines." And he's like, I said, "I'm sorry." He said, "It's all right, man. You know, you're new. You're trying to learn. So you go when you do your tests and stuff. You'll be able to get your permit. I see that."
Hold on, let me stop real quick. Y'all let me know if y'all can still hear me after I do this. I want to see if my mic works. Because it's like lately I'll be using it and then it still be on. And I'll be like, damn, I thought I turned it off. So let me know if I go out. I'm going to keep talking. So let me know if this shit works.
So cut out right there.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me if it cut out again. All right. Does it work?
Yep, cut out.
Yep, cut out.
I can hear you, but we can't hear you.
You can hear us, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, you can hear us. We cannot hear you. He said, okay.
Well, we're going to have to cut this part out then.
Yep. Well, I mean, if we're going to cut this part out, then I'll be right back.
I am back.
Are we gonna cut this part out?
Are you gonna cut this part out? Because I gotta pee really bad.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I'll cut it out.
Me too. I gotta go. We'll be back.
All right. Whew. Oh, this is it. Should have got 2 packs. Shit. I know you can hear me, Sauce.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I know you can.
You saying you should have gotten 2 packs?
Yeah, 2 packs of cigarettes because I was smoking my last one, and
I still can't believe you fucking smoke inside.
What is that? Is that smoking inside the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in my damn room.
Man, that shit goes all over the whole house, though.
Sue me.
Nah, it's your house, man. Do whatever you want.
No, that's how I feel if the goddamn landlord got a problem. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Sue me.
Shit, man. My landlord, I'm not supposed to vape inside my apartment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? And they're like, no, you can't do that in there. And I'm like, why? Do you smell it in here? And they were like, no, but we know you do.
So
I'm like,
what the fuck that's supposed to mean?
Yeah, fuck off. prove it.
Right?
Take me to fucking court.
Yeah, for what you talking about, old bitch ass motherfucker.
Like you're already gonna keep my fucking security deposit anyway, so
Exactly.
fuck you.
Mm-hmm. I ain't worried about shit. Shit, fucking sue me. And,
Whew, man, this is gonna be a long one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this is a pretty good deliberation here.
How long have we been going so far? Like an hour?
Hour 23 minutes.
Woo!
Okay, well we can wrap it up. We can I'll just go ahead
let's
and
go
read.
ahead and
I'll
just.
go ahead and,
I know,
was talking to
but the
Sauce.
problem is we're at the stuff that happened 7 months ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't even gotten to the stuff about the trial.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Well, I can go ahead and finish it all down, and then
Yeah, I think we should skirt past.
Because I'm gonna go fix me something to eat. I'm gonna go make my food tonight.
I know I haven't eaten yet either.
Me neither.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Me neither? You were just eating.
Who, me?
No, Tony.
No, that wasn't that. But see, that wasn't a meal.
No, that was just a little snack.
Yeah, exactly. I want a meal.
I'm about to go make me so. I'm about to go put some tilapia and
So
stuff
you
on
talking about
the
you
thing.
want to what scroll past the rest of this or something? Is that what it
I'm
is?
not saying scroll past, like you can read it, but maybe we don't. I mean,
Stop.
okay.
Until the
It's
end.
actually
We're almost
it's
there.
not it's not that far. It's not that
Yeah,
far.
we're
Okay.
almost there, man.
All right, we good. And then we still how long is the next part?
Let me see.
I think it's
that one.
just talking.
I think that one's short. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's just talking about the trial and how it's going to be starting on December
yeah.
6th.
That one's very. Yeah, it's short. It's
Okay, yeah,
short.
that one's really short. Okay,
Yeah.
we've probably got about another 30 to 45 minutes ish.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. We'll go ahead and get it done. We'll get it done.
Okay, guys.
Good deal.
All right, let's finish reading.
I am ready whenever y'all are.
Okay. Let me see. Where did I leave off at? Oh, okay. So I stopped right there. Community. Okay, so right here.
Yep, they were talking. There was the
No, I stopped right there where it says very
yeah
strong voice.
the governor was talking about all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'll start right here. So it says right here, it says Gannon's replacement acting police chief Tony Greenidge, or however you people have some really fucked up names, called the situation at the Brooklyn Center Police Department very chaotic right now. I just informed less than a half hour ago or an hour ago about the whole change in status. There's just a lot of chaos going on right now. We're just trying to wrap our heads around the situation and try and create some calm. It says, asked about Gannon's resignation, Wright family lawyer Benjamin Crump. The family welcomes responsible leadership. If ever there was a time when nobody in America should be killed by police, it was during this pinnacle trial of Derek Chauvin, who also represents Floyd's family. He said Floyd's family had hoped police would be on their best behavior during the trial, exercising the greatest standard of care and concentrating on what does that say? Desolation? Does that say this? I'm sorry, I got
De-escalation.
man. That shit was small as fuck, and I see that shit.
I know. I kind of went in on it too. I was like,
okay, de-escalation in a way that they have never concentrated in America. All right, let me see, Laura. Yeah, we almost at the end right here. Okay, Laura Jeff Storms. Oh, Jeff Storms, like he got a whole powerful name, Storms. Yeah, my name's Jeff Storms.
That's a good lawyer name.
My name's Jeff Storms. I am the lawyer of storms, and I will win your case.
My name is Jim.
If a lawyer came up to me and was like, "My name's Jeff Storms," like I would be like, "What?"
I'd be like, "Motherfucker, you better bring the thunder in this shit."
Right.
Lightning and the thunder.
So, lawyer Jeff Storms, who also represents the Wright family, had harsh words for the Brooklyn Center Police Department. It's never an accident, and see, didn't I say that they was gonna look at it like that? It's never an accident, and it's never just one person. The problem is always bigger than that. And I think we saw that in how they acted to our peaceful protest. And it says Potter, 48. Oh, she was 48 years old. Wow, she was probably reaching retirement by now. Potter, 48-year-old Potter, let's just say, identified late Monday as the veteran officer who shot Wright, started her police career in '95 when she was 22. Oh yeah, she's ready to go. You were done, baby. You was done.
Yeah, baby girl.
She'd been a police officer for 23 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well,
let's take a second. You've been a police officer for 23 years
and made a mistake like that,
and you don't know which side your taser's on. Oh,
That's suspicious.
it makes you not look good.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to see.
We're
And see,
probably
look,
we're
wait,
almost
but
about to
see,
take back
look,
our things
but
about you.
see, that's what they're gonna use against her. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. They're gonna
Yep.
use that against her. Her experience is what they're gonna use against her in that trial. They're gonna
Yep.
use that against her. Like 20, officer that's been 20, that's been in the force for 23 years. All of a sudden, just mistakes her firearm for a taser. Like, how is that? Like, the prosecutor's gonna wear her ass out. I'm sorry, I just gotta say
Yeah,
it
well,
like
I mean, they're gonna pull all of her police records
that. Yeah.
for how many times she's had to use lethal and how many times she's had to use her taser,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna go, oh, so either you do know where your taser is, or they're gonna go, you always pull lethal.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna do that. Okay, so it says local Minnesota news station KSTP reported Tuesday the Washington County Attorney's Office planned to announce one or more criminal charges against her on Wednesday. It wasn't immediately clear that the top charge might be, but in other cases of police fatality shooting people, and later saying they mistook their guns for their tasers. Juries returned
They
convictions for second degree or involuntary manslaughter. Wow.
So I believe that's exactly what she's being charged for.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's secondary homicide is what her charge.
manslaughter.
Yeah. So they're charging her with involuntary manslaughter, second degree. Yeah. So yeah, second degree murder or involuntary manslaughter. Wow. Damn. They straight put it like, yeah, she intentionally shot him like this. But see, I just said that in the beginning that's how they gonna look at that shit, man.
So I don't think this conviction is she. I don't think it means that she knew what she was doing. I think that this charge, second degree involuntary manslaughter or secondary homicide is what it's called. I don't think that means that she did it on purpose.
No, that's
I think
not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I was saying that that's how they were gonna see that the justice system. That's how they usually see damn near everything.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
that's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is, right?
Yeah, it looks like that to fucking me. Shit, because like I said, if she would have been more observant, I think she could have avoided that.
Yeah, this young man wouldn't be dead.
If somebody ran up to me trying to shoot me and I shot them and they died, they gonna try to charge me for manslaughter.
I just didn't want to say it until I actually saw something like this to read. You know,
No,
that's some messed up stuff right there. If they charge me, somebody
DJ,
ran up to me trying to
hold on, DJ. You're mistaking the situation. Mr. Wright right here was not trying to kill anybody. Nobody's life was in jeopardy right now.
I know that.
So if somebody charged at you and you were in fear of your life, I hope to God that you have a weapon on you where you can defend yourself and eliminate that threat.
But some officers was trying to charge you for that.
Well, I know that. I mean, there was just a very huge trial with Kyle Rittenhouse on that exact thing.
Yeah.
So we won't get into that because that has been hashed out hand over fist. Like you just had tons and tons of stuff on there. Yeah. So we're not going to get into that. But I believe that you have the right to defend yourself. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Especially if the officer is truly in the wrong, people, you do have a right to defend yourself. But if they're just handling procedure, and you become aggressive and you become a threat, then the procedure will go from being positive to negative real fast, and it will not work out in your favor. But No. I'm not adding to what you're saying. I'm just saying that for me.
I'm not advocating fighting against police officers.
Yeah, no, I'm not adding on to what you're saying. No, I mean, I'm not saying that, saying you should, but it's like in a way, like, okay, that's kind of like if I walked up to Sauce and I decided I wanted to, be in the wrong and start assaulting him, when I didn't have any reason to assault him or get physical with him at all, then he'd have a right to defend himself. That's the same thing. It's the same thing whether you're an officer or not. Your officer just can't walk up to you and just start fucking getting physical with you. You know what I'm saying? That's clearly an assault on their behalf. They will be charged.
Right. And I mean, hopefully in this day and age, most police officers know now somebody's probably going to be filming it. Mm-hmm. So generally I would really hope that they don't do stupid shit, but they do. They're people. They make mistakes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. In that case, if an officer is assaulting you, my best piece of advice.
Not let him do it.
Fucking try your best to not fucking fight back. I know it's every fiber of your being is going, this person's trying to hurt me. I need to stop them. And that's what you're thinking. But I mean,
because they're gonna be like, "Oh, he assaulted me!" Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah, I
get it. No, I get exactly what you mean.
It's a very, very difficult situation, and I hope that there's not officers out there. I mean, I know there are officers that are bad cops, and I hate bad cops, and all of the good cops also really hate bad cops.
Paid. And then they have to pay for their dues too. Just think about it.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's officers also dying because of what some cops did.
Exactly, but I mean, so guys, try your best. Don't fight back. If they're saying that you're under arrest, I got bad news for you. You're fucking under arrest. Whether it's just or not, if they're detaining you and you're under arrest, you are under arrest. And you can take it up in the legal system later, but don't fight because that's not going to end well for you.
No, it's not.
You can either get shot or you can have two prongs in the back of your head, in the back of your back. That's the two ways it's gonna go. You're gonna have two prongs in the back of your back hurting you like it's nothing, or you get shot and you basically nearly can die from it.
Well, I'll say I'm pretty much I agree. I agree with Sauce, and and I hear you, DJ. I'm just what all I was saying was because I've been in court where I've actually heard criminal justice judges, state judges say that, hey, if that officer is in the wrong and they're assaulting you, then you should defend yourself and then take it up in court, file charges, and take it up in court to pretty much put charges on that officer for assault. It's self-defense. It's reasonable. As long as it's reasonable self-defense from that officer. That's where I was coming from with it. I'm not saying you should fight the cops. I'm not saying just randomly go fight them when they roll up, you ready to rumble. No, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is self-defense from an officer has to be a reasonable situation. If that officer is 100% in the wrong and they just start assaulting because they have procedure, they are trained to go by and apply this procedure that they are trained to do. But if an officer is being a tyrant and it becomes that way to the point to where it is an unavoidable situation and they are trying to hurt you, you know what I'm saying, then as long as your self-defense to that officer is reasonable, you know what I'm saying, it won't affect you like that in court. But if somebody's not recording it, then it is going to affect you a lot. So I'm just speaking the real.
And technically, guys, I have to say that. I have to say this real quick, guys.
But hold on, let me finish this.
I have to say this real quick.
Hey, let's say
Okay.
it after. Let me finish this here. Okay, so it says here two such cases involve the 2009 fatal police shooting of 22-year-old black man Oscar Grant in Oakland, California, and the 2015 shooting death of black man Eric Harris, 44, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Several counties in Minnesota institute curfews into Tuesday morning. Protesters continue to demonstrate outside the Brooklyn Center Police Department building beyond that 7 p.m. Monday curfew. So basically, y'all out there after curfew when they've already submitted a curfew for that city for that point in time, and y'all are still out there
Protest.
protesting. So you're not showing any respect for the permitted curfew. Okay, it's okay to protest. It's okay to stand up for what you believe in. But if the city has a certain time you need to be inside, as far as a curfew, people stop protesting because then that's going to give them legal obligation to clear your asses out. All right.
By pepper spray, by pepper spraying y'all, tasing y'all, all types of stuff.
So,
That's why you see all them riot gear people.
So once again, my condolences go out to this family, to this young man's family, Daunte Wright. Hopefully his family is grieving in peace, and hopefully everyone is doing all right. And Officer Kim Potter, Miss Potter, I'm gonna say this to you, baby. You may have possibly made a mistake, or it could have been a true intention to shoot this man, and you made it look like you made a mistake. But I'll say this word of advice: after being on the force for 23 years, Miss Potter, you should know better, baby. You should know better. Okay, I know the situation was heated, which means after 23 years, during that 23 years, you've more than likely been in these situations. Okay, you got afraid. It's understandable. All right, you got nervous. You didn't know exactly what you needed to do at that time. You didn't apply yourself correctly. But word of advice, be more careful, be more observant. But now you're going to suffer consequences that you feel that are undeserving to you. And hey, baby, it is what it is. All right.
And that's something that's going to be judged by a jury of our peers.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go to ex-officer Kim Potter's trial. Where they're talking about her trial here. So let me go ahead and get this screen up for you guys. We should be able to hear it like this. Okay, so here we go. So this is pretty much a short summary of what's going on with ex-officer Kim Potter's trial for involuntary manslaughter to Mr. Daunte Wright. So here we go.
Has the same charge. She was just arraigned moments ago. It was all done. She has this about these closing arguments are going to be very interesting. One quick question for you about former officer Kim Potter. She has the same charge. She was just arraigned moments ago. It was all done by Zoom, and there isn't anything to see of that arraignment. Second-degree manslaughter, same charge against her as against Derek Chauvin. What do you think about that, and how would you handle her case?
She's got a lesser charge. He's got a more serious charge. With her, that's a more challenging case. Because if I'm the defense lawyer, I argue for sure what she did was negligent. She screwed up. It's negligence, but it's mere negligence. And under the law, they have to prove culpable negligence. So absent any drug use or alcohol use or something more, I think you've got negligence, and there's a civil lawsuit waiting for her, but maybe not a criminal one, I would argue.
And you say that in that case, you would put her on the stand.
I would. Because she
Absolutely.
would then say, I screwed up. I feel horrible about it. I pulled out my taser, or I thought I was pulling out my taser, and I used my gun. I screwed up, but I never meant to harm him. And I think that that's what she feels. I think that's what she would say. And I think that might resonate with the jury.
Mark Eiglarsh, thank you very much. Always good to see you, Mark. We'll be watching with
pleasure.
you alongside us hopefully next week. Thank you.
Okay.
I apologize. I thought this trial wasn't supposed to start until December 6th. It's already been going on.
I guess guess so.
When did it start?
Well, let's read on. Let's see. Okay, so it says here, everyone. Let me go back. My bad. So it says here, jury selection begins Tuesday in the trial of Kim Potter, a former suburban Minneapolis police officer who allegedly shot and killed Daunte Wright when she mistook her taser for her handgun during an attempted arrest in April. Potter faces charges of first and second degree manslaughter and Wright's death, which sparked protests last April in an area that was already on edge during the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin for the murder of George Floyd. Wright, a 20-year-old black man, was pulled over by Potter and the officer she was training, Anthony Lucky, because his car had expired license plate tabs and an air freshener hanging from the rearview mirror, according to a criminal complaint. He was 20 years old.
What does that have to fucking do with anything?
Yeah, I know. He was 20 years old though. Wow.
So the guy that was trying to arrest him was 20 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. You know. Well, no. It says here a 20-year-old black man. A 20-year-old black man was pulled over by Potter.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So yeah, he was 20 years old, man. He was a baby.
I'm sorry. I thought they meant the officer in training, Anthony Lucky, was 20 years old. I was like, holy shit.
Nah. Damn, man. She was training somebody. Like, wow. Wow, and made a mistake on the day. Oh, okay, let's just keep going.
Man.
This is the mug shot, Saws.
Yep, that's the mugshot.
That's definitely because she got the yellow on. So.
Yeah, that's
orange on.
Orange, yeah. Okay.
I meant to say orange.
So it says here, Lucky then found that Wright had an outstanding warrant for a weapons violation and attempted to arrest him. Wright initially obeyed orders to get out of the car, but tried to get back in as he was being handcuffed. That's a mistake he made. And I see what you mean about this air freshener. Sometimes when they be putting these reports publicly, that shit be sounding stupid as hell.
Right? It's just it's something that doesn't need to be like. What does that have to do with anything?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. It says. Potter's body camera shows her saying, "I'll tase you," then pulling out her handgun and repeating again, "I'll tase you." About 2 seconds later, Potter said, "Taser, taser, taser," and fired a single shot into Wright's chest. Was it really in the chest when we saw the video, or was it the side?
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's the chest area.
Well, I had thought it was like completely like the side, not near the chest. That's what I was asking.
No, so I did the wrong side too. It was his left side, so it was in like the mid upper torso region.
Okay, all right, Jess. I guess. So yeah. Oh yeah. We don't know if it says shit, slut, or shot. Okay. So shit. I'll say that shit. I shot him. I just shot him.
Slut! I shot him.
I grabbed the wrong fucking gun. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what Potter said, everybody. I'm going to go to prison. Yeah. That's damn. She already knew her fate. Wow.
Immediately.
I don't mean to laugh, but she already knew her fate, y'all.
Oh, her fate.
Yeah, so I guess this is who is this?
That's Daunte Wright.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. He just didn't look the same. I didn't know.
They do like an evil. He like Dr. Doofus merging into a human.
Looked a little sinister.
Let's not speak ill about the dead.
Well, okay. No, I'm just saying. I mean, I didn't recognize him. That's why I said, "Oh, who is that?"
But for real though, he does look kind of evil right there.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Looks a little sinister. I just
I'm gonna get ostracized for that, but that's okay.
Oh well, no. All right. Well. Hey. We apologize for that. I mean, I just didn't recognize him, y'all. You know, I'm sorry. It was Daunte Wright, and it just hit me so fast. I was, huh? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I didn't recognize him though. But anyway, so right here it says Potter's defense will likely argue that it was a mistake. Of course, the defense will argue that it was a mistake. That's their job, even though they don't believe that, because most employees or most lawyers, especially a public defender's office, you know, even a paid, most of them always tend to think you did it. It's like there's some sort of trend they've been having going on for so damn long. As soon as they get a case, they did it until they prove it wrong. Even if they get you off the damn case, even if you win the case, sometimes your attorney will still think you're guilty, or prosecutor or whatever. But their proceedings, so it is what it is. I've seen the worst people get off, man. The worst. I'm telling you, we live in a crazy world, y'all. Okay, read that over. Potter's defense will likely argue that it was a mistake, but prosecutors will argue that she committed first-degree manslaughter while recklessly handling a gun. The charge for second-degree manslaughter requires culpable negligence. And it says
it could be kind of hard to prove. I mean, she is innocent until proven guilty, and the charge that she's facing requires that she was demonstrating culpable negligence of a firearm. So,
I mean, the jury may accept her plea. Well, not her plea, but accept her explanation. Yeah.
Then again, and they're going to argue that she's been on the force for 23 years, so she should know the difference between a firearm.
You know what? And I guarantee you that's going to be the prosecutor's biggest weapon.
That will be the main thing of the whole trial, I'm sure.
Because this has them going.
Yeah, but they still can't do it unless they have all the evidence.
This is how the prosecutor going to do it. He's going to be talking to the jury. He's going to be like, I can't believe what I'm hearing here. And he's gonna direct to the jury. And he's gonna be like, he or she gonna be like, you would think after 23 years of service as an officer that she would be able to tell her firearm or her taser. They're gonna get all in the jury's head. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
The prosecutor is trying to crush her. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to save her.
Yep. Like I said, beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that's going to turn out to be. So if she gets, you said it's supposed to, this trial supposed to take place in December?
So it just says, right here, jury selection begins Tuesday.
Yeah.
So this was posted today, the 29th, this article.
Yeah,
So jury selection starts tomorrow, the 30th.
Yeah.
So they're going to start jury selection tomorrow, and jury selection usually takes a couple of days, especially in a trial, such a high-profile trial like this. It's probably going to take at least 4 days. So you think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then possibly Friday, they'll have jury selection. And then are courts closed on Mondays?
No.
They're not. So the actual trial does start on the 6th, December 6th. So they have to have jury selection has to be completed this week, and then next week the trial starts. So it's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna watch this shit live.
Oh yeah. So it says when jury selection begins Tuesday, attorneys will likely screen jurors for their opinions on the social justice protests that erupted in the wake of George Floyd's death in May 2020. I already spoke on that. I will not again. So this is
I'm trying not to.
I want to say one thing about that. I hate that is going to be the screening process to find where people stand on that so that they can decide on this case. This is a completely different case. This has nothing to do with George Floyd.
No, it doesn't. And it's going to
shouldn't even matter.
It's going to create division and hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Yep.
And they're looking for that because they want it that way for the simple fact, they want her in jail, so. They're gonna use all the tactical and whatever situations they have to use against her to put her away.
Well, yeah, they still have to get a unanimous guilty verdict.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying that they're gonna use whatever they can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're gonna build all that shit. They're gonna stack it all on top of each other.
Get all the animosity towards everything that's happened.
All that stuff,
Yeah.
man. All that stuff. So that was the point. That was the video. We hope y'all enjoyed this. You know what I'm saying? We did a 1 hour and 54-minute video for y'all. Almost 55. We're now 55. And it was a good video. And be sure to follow me on all my platforms. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Tony Realgar Chronicles, man. Okay? All right? And if you fuck with your boy like that, man, hit me up on that Cash App. # Big Tony Main. All right? All right. So, any last remarks, Sauce and DJ?
No, I'm good. I'm excited to see where this trial goes, and I'll be watching it live every step of the way. So,
I have to say, like, comment, and subscribe to your boy Tony Ritter. God.
All right, thanks for that, DJ. So I just want to let y'all know, I didn't say it on my other platform, my reaction channel. I should have put it in the video. This video will be premiered. It was such a good video, a good back and forth. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this for over an hour. So I just can't let this one just sit and be, just there. You know what I'm saying? So this video will be premiered. And after the video is premiered, it will be for members only. So get your membership. Don't forget to think about joining your boy Tony Realgar Reacts channel. And don't forget about, all right, waiting to the premiere to see this, all right? You can't join this channel yet. You don't have a join button. That's why I said the reaction channel. So don't get confused about what I just said. Okay, everybody. So we're gonna get out of here, man. We're gonna get out of here,
everybody.
Man. And we had such a great time, man. Don't y'all forget, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to both my channels, Tony Realgar Reacts, Tony Realgar Chronicles. And we are out. We are out.
Fuck your, kill this beat, bitch.